What is up, crypto gang? Welcome back to another episode of Hack Crypto, where we hack our cryptocurrency and blockchain education. If you guys are brand new here, we do a small little wax NFT giveaway at the beginning of every single episode. And today's winner is Dave Somerset. Thanks so much for commenting on the previous video. Somerset just sent you a wax NFT. Now in this episode, I'm going to be going over some of the exciting drops that are not only coming up, but that are currently going on or have happened over the last 30 days. Now, this is sort of a new episode style for me because so many people have been recommending that I do this, of just updating the world of NFTs on drops, because there's just so much going on. This space is moving at breakneck speed. We have people that are coming in, like celebrities like Snoop Dogg, and all these different walks of life coming on to the crypto community and all these different platforms. So I want to take a chance to go through some of the biggest drops that have happened over the last couple of weeks here, and also the exciting ones that I'm looking at and following over the next couple of weeks here. So to kick this off, I have been paying a lot of attention to the Crypto.com NFT platform. It's a really pretty slick, smooth experience, and they have done a lot of things right, similar to Nifty Gateway. A lot of people are calling Nifty Gateway Nifty now. They went down recently this week because their Heroku account got banned, which was kind of stirring up a lot on crypto Twitter. But I have been following Crypto.com's NFT platform very closely, not only because they launched the Snoop Dogg NFT that made $1 million on 420. It was really exciting to watch them roll that out, but that's not the biggest one that they have done this past month. The biggest one that they did was a partnership with F1 Aston Martin. Now, this is a huge platform to launch on. They have 10 million users on Crypto.com. So I was eager to see what type of fanatic fans would get involved on the Aston Martin drop. And they did $2 million plus from that drop, which is crazy to think about because this platform is relatively new for Crypto.com, and having that $2 million drop really mints this as a pretty fantastic platform for some of these bigger brands. The next one is Boss Logic that launched on there, did about 300,000 in volume on the Crypto.com platform. And you have Boy George and K-Camp with about $200,000 to $100,000 in volume. Really exciting to see this level of traction happening with some of these NFTs going for, $700,000 and things like that. These are really, really incredible to see these different editions rolling out, going for $250 and all the way up to $11,000 for these drops. So impressive to see that they've captured this marketplace and really done a good job of positioning themselves as an easy to use platform for their 10 million users. An NFT news focused video here like this one wouldn't be complete without talking about Beeple. Now, Beeple is doing a spring and summer collection that's dropping today on Nifty Gateway. Now, Nifty Gateway has been really pioneering this space. It's owned by Gemini. I've talked about it a lot on the channel in the past, and they've done a good job of really captivating the audience that is non-crypto. And they've done a good job of also catering to crypto people, but they're taking credit cards, which is a huge step. Similar to Crypto.com's platform, I think the people that are accepting credit cards are allowing more of an onboarding process, but I'm really excited to see how this Beeple drop happens this week. 4/30 is the time that it is happening, 4/30 being April 30th through May 2nd. And this is going to get a gauge on the sentiment in the space, because Beeple kind of put the stake in the ground saying, this is my $70 million NFT selling to Metacoven, who I've interviewed on the channel in the past. But ultimately, this is going to gauge how things have gone between then and now. So we'll get a chance to see the traction here. Ultimately, they do have a section that says if you plan on doing a $20,000 bid for the auction of his spring summer collection, you need to verify funds beforehand and show proof of funds. You have to email them, and they're really trying to do this so that I think it can make it a lot easier of an auction process, because a lot of times when you're using Nifty Gateway, it can get bogged down. And I think that this pre-approved verified funds is a good kind of step in that direction. But a lot of platforms are struggling with the amount of volume that we're seeing coming into the space right now. So Beeple's is definitely the next one to watch. This past week on Nifty Gateway, their drop schedule is always posted at the top of their site. They did Steve Aoki's NFT, which is a big deal. They also did Calvin Harris, which is a very big deal as well. These are pretty fantastic names to be dropping NFTs now, and I'm sure that they have a pretty fantastic schedule lined up for May. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check out some of these drops that are coming, there's some incredible artists on here that you should definitely check out. And the Steve Aoki exclusive on here is pretty sweet. I had a chance to check it out right before this, and the Calvin Harris is pretty sweet as well. So this is a really great time to explore around. You don't have to buy anything, but just see what's going on in the marketplace. Beeple is really just going to show a lot of the demand that's still out there, not only in the crypto community, but elsewhere, maybe people from Christie's coming in. But ultimately, I do love seeing this level of attention coming to it with big name celebrities. Next up, we have Maker's Place that is doing some pretty fantastic drops in May, and they also did some big ones this past month with Lucas Zanato. Fantastic artwork from him launching on there. And you have Andreas Wanderneset, I think is how you pronounce it. And then Lush Sucks. I think there's some fantastic art on here, a lot of really cool animations, and their drop platform has been really seamless. They're doing things with credit cards now. Next up, we have, of course, pretty much the eBay of NFTs. They are doing the Golden State Warriors at OpenSea, which is a fantastic brand to have on there. OpenSea has been really inundated by the amount of demand here, and they are doing a fairly decent job. I think there is a lot of speculation around the issues with the smart contract being used for minting. Also, I can't mention OpenSea without mentioning CryptoStash and Bootsy Collins. Their collab is fantastic. You got to go check out the collab there. I watched a live stream with Bootsy Collins and Stash talking about how people are getting involved, and he's done a great job of getting involved in the community. I think what a lot of people are missing here is that you need to cater to the community and you need to actually talk to everybody that's collecting or buying your artwork. So you need to get out there if you're a celebrity or artist of any kind and talk to people about what you're doing and your intentions, because that's what's going to sell pieces of artwork, pieces of music, everything. So Bootsy Collins has done a great job working with CryptoStash on a collab to get it out there, and he's done a great job. Shout out to Bootsy Collins on making sure that he's communicating clearly with the crypto community and letting people know that his NFT's here and he's in it for the long haul. Next up, we have MLB Tops that dropped on Atomic Hub. That was a crazy launch. I mean, they shot through the roof with their volume. I tried to get involved in that drop, couldn't even participate because it just got so bogged down. Everybody was trying to get it, and it was pretty exciting to see that level of demand. I always get excited about the space as a whole when I see that kind of drop happen, and that one was really successful. Next up, Weezer the band. I loved that band in high school, and they launched on Atomic Hub their NFT on Wax. And just seeing one of my favorite bands from growing up launch on Atomic Hub is near and dear to me, warms my heart seeing them really pioneering this, very similar to Kings of Leon that did it recently, but them doing it on Wax really shows that they've dug into this space, they understand the space, and the type of people like myself that are using Wax on a regular basis just get excited about it, and I think that that was a really good move on their part. And the last but most certainly not least that I wanted to talk about was Dark Country. Dark Country's partnered with Flow. Super exciting to see that partnership there because they're rolling out lands. Now, lands happened in Alien Worlds, which has done phenomenally well. A lot of people have been following that project, but they've done, I think it was over 1.4 million sales, which is just nuts to think about. And they've really kind of pioneered this space of land that is going to produce yield for people within a game. And I think that what the Dark Country team is trying to do is very similar, but they're working with Flow, easily the most popular chain right now after NBA Top Shots rolled out. They're responsible for CryptoKitties, things like that. But you have Dark Country coming in that says, hey, you're going to be able to earn income off of these lands. You're going to be able to do all these different things within the game with these lands. And I think that a lot of the people from Alien Worlds are probably going to check this out as well, because both of them started on Wax And now they're really pioneering into these new areas, different chains and things like that, like Flow and Alien Worlds being listed on Binance. There's just a lot of really cool momentum that started on Wax and is really now flourishing out onto multiple chains. So definitely check out all of the drops and everything that I mentioned in this video if you're interested in exploring the NFT space, not only in gaming and art, but there's so much more going on with music, like with Weezer and all these different, Steve Aoki and all these different types of people that are getting involved in the space now. Much more to come. And I hope you guys like this format of video updating people on the NFT space. But that is it. Slap a like on this video if you like this type of NFT news. And I will see you guys on the next episode of Hack Crypto.